Hi, I'm Jordan, currently studying information technology. Today I'm going to show you how you can use BrainJet to dramatically improve your productivity, goal setting, sanity, note-taking, and more. Procrastination, lack of motivation, and a feeling of being overwhelmed are things that have plagued us humans since the beginning of time. In this digital age, it's even easier to get bogged down and stressed out over a stream of never-ending tasks, goals, and ideas that we want to accomplish. Compound that by becoming distracted by the endless amount of content out there. Many are feeling drained and stressed to the breaking point, with the countless emails, voicemails, text messages, aspiration, goals, ideas, and dreams that represent all the things that you want to accomplish in your life. Ever felt this way? If so, you're not alone. There's literally hundreds of books and articles out there designed to help you with procrastination, goal setting, and just plain getting things done. In fact, when I realized that I wasn't living up to my full potential, I set out to study everything I could about being productive, effective, and setting goals, and most importantly, maintaining sanity and happiness throughout it all. And let me tell you, there's all sorts of great ideas out there that have certainly helped me a huge amount in my life. A couple of great books and sites that I'd like to mention that inspired BrainJet include the following. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. That has several great tips and tricks about setting goals, making plans, and keeping yourself motivated through it all. Getting Things Done by David Allen delves deep into the psychology of our brains and looks at little tricks you can use to put your brain into overdrive. And then there's Life Hacker, which has released hundreds of articles, many backed by thorough scientific research that looks at a variety of ways to help keep us motivated, happy, and effective. So those are just a few of the places where I've studied and practiced all of the techniques that they give to us. I then compiled all of these tactics together and designed them to help you accomplish more in life. While reading about a lot of these tactics, I couldn't help but think, isn't there some kind of software out there that can help make these tactics easier and more convenient? So I set out to find out some software with this end in mind, and was able to find some decent tools to help stay focused, motivated, and productive every single day. But I was never really completely satisfied. You see, most of the software fell into one of 2 categories. The first was software which was incredibly complicated, bloated, and unintuitive, essentially making it almost useless. Then there was a huge amount of software with the so-called minimalist style, which were simply too basic to really provide much value. Some of the software I found out there came extremely close. But after months and months of searching, I decided to program my own. And that's where BrainJet was born. BrainJet is a combination of what I have discovered to be the most effective strategies for staying incredibly productive in your life, adapted to fit our modern digital age. There are several components and uses of BrainJet that you'll be interested to know. The first is a high-tech, ultra-flexible to-do list system. The fundamental aspect of a to-do list is prioritizing your goals and objectives. At any given time, you could be doing one of a million things, but the things that should be on your to-do list are the things that you want to do right now at this exact moment. Don't you think it's important that those things are the things that are the most important to you and will improve your life in the biggest ways? The problem I discovered with to-do list systems already out there is that they use arbitrary ways to classify and prioritize items on your to-do list, and they overcomplicate it. BrainJet does away with that and makes prioritizing your immediate goals take a matter of seconds. If something is important, simply drag it up higher on your list. If it's less important, move it down. Your list can also be categorized, and the categories themselves are sortable, which means you can also prioritize them in a matter of seconds. And finally, you can schedule your to-do list items into a focus group. Your focus group is the things that you should be working on immediately. If you aren't going to do an item in your focus group immediately, it should be rescheduled for a different day, or you should stop focusing on it entirely. Giving yourself guidelines like this helps to set your brain free from the frustration of questions like, what should I do next? To give you a better example of this, know that this is based on strategies out of the book Getting Things Done, where it talks about thinking of our minds as a large bucket. You see, anytime you get an idea, whether it be from an email, article you read, something your friend said, something you heard, etc., your brain starts to mull it over and process it. Basically, your mind is trying to come up with a way to improve or solve whatever it is you are thinking about. As we go through our day, our mind starts to go into loops and trains of thought, and pretty soon, if left unchecked, your brain will get overwhelmed. You will start to experience massive amounts of stress, which will indubitably lead you to throw your hands in the air and say, "Why do I even try?" Sound familiar? It's an extremely common problem in our day of information overload. As mentioned before, productivity experts have said you need a better way to deal with the ideas and info that's coming to you every single day, whether it be through email, conversation with someone, something you saw, or just plain flashes of inspiration. You need to immediately put these ideas in a bucket and either schedule them for a future day or consciously tell yourself that you have stored this train of thought somewhere safe for future processing. This is exactly how your brain thinks and operates, and BrainJet is designed to be your brain's bucket, accessible from anywhere: computer, smartphone, tablet, etc. Each time you add an idea, goal, task, or objective into BrainJet, it sets your mind at ease by automatically closing your brain's thought loop on that subject, which will eliminate the feelings of stress and anxiety that are so damaging to your personal productivity. Now, it doesn't end there. Most productivity systems try and combine our bucket items with your to-do list. This is a good way to explode your brain. See, the purpose of these lists here is to be an unfiltered list of just about everything you ever want to accomplish. Now that you have these lists categorized, however, you need to further prioritize the goals and segment it into a much smaller list. Productivity experts like to call this segmenting, which is basically breaking up your goals into manageable, bite-sized pieces. BrainJet makes this easier than ever by letting you simply schedule your goals into focus groups. Most people only need one focus group, which is essentially the things you want to address and hopefully accomplish right now, today. As you can see here, you can also create multiple focus categories as well. One good example of this is creating a work focus group and then a personal focus group, so you have different focus depending on the context of your day, whether you're at the office or at home. Everything in this list is also sortable because, as they say, nothing ever goes according to plan. As your day changes, you should sort things, rephrase things, and adapt your to-do list to match your plans and goals exactly. You need an extremely flexible system. You should typically not have any more than 5 to 6 focus items on any given day, unless they are small errand type items like doing the laundry, taking out the trash, or something like that. The items that you are focusing on should get all of your attention. Your mind should not worry at all about any of these other items on the rest of the list. All of those items should have their own time and place. If they are important, you'll schedule them for today or a day in the future. Scientists have proven that multitasking is extremely unproductive for just about any scenario. What this means to you is that you should put all of your time and attention to the items on your focus list and knock them out one at a time. As you can see, your focus lists are sortable by category and by individual items. A single item at the top of your focus list is what you should be doing right now, no matter what. If you find that a particular item is no longer as important to you right now as you thought, you should move it down on the list or reschedule it for another day, so that no matter what, the item at the top of the list is being worked on right now. As you work on the item, you can take critical notes, upload pictures, or attach files that will help you stay on track and stay focused. You can be hundreds of times more effective with this technique alone. So that's a bit of an intro into the type of techniques that will be taught in the video training series and ebook if this campaign is successful. BrainJet is also flexible enough to have combined uses for other things as well. One great use of BrainJet is as a personal knowledge base. Have you ever had trouble remembering important tidbits of information? A personal knowledge base is something where you store all of these small nuggets of info in a way that is easily retrievable and lightning fast. One of the biggest aspects of this is search. BrainJet uses what is known as instant fuzzy searching, which allows you to add an item into any category. I personally have a knowledge-based category, and then search for it even if you only remember a word or two about what it is you were trying to remember. The results will pull up instantly as you type, rather than waiting for you to submit. This makes it not only much more likely that you'll find what you were looking for, but also much faster. With BrainJet's robust categorization and sub-categorization, you can quickly make an expertly organized knowledge base. Similar to the knowledge base, BrainJet also works extremely well as a note taker. Whether you're at a business meeting or in a college class, you can add a category for your class or meeting and take notes directly into your personal productivity system. As an added bonus, each of your notes can also quickly be scheduled as an action item into any of your focus groups. BrainJet's note-taking system was built with the Redactor text editing library, which based on our research is the fastest editor out there. just as fast as any basic notepad editor with some extra features you'll enjoy, including image and attachment uploads. Here's why BrainJet needs your help to get started. BrainJet is currently hosted on a local server with no user registration or account management of any kind, and is only used by me and a couple of close friends. When I heard about crowdfunding, I knew that the world could benefit from this type of system and wanted to share it with the world. I need your help to make this happen. Funding will go towards the server, resources, and programming time for the user account management necessary to make this project come to life.
BrainJet is slated to have a monthly fee once live. However, if you back us, you can avoid the monthly fees and get access to BrainJet for life. A book and video training series is also going to be made to teach you how to use BrainJet to improve your productivity in the best ways possible. BrainJet is not going to be made available if it doesn't reach its funding goals, so please help us today. Thank you very much for your time.